But this big news right now is that it appears, I mean, it literally is gonna, I think there's gonna be an announcement within, I don't know, moments possibly. They are down to the last box in the counting of votes to unionize some Amazon warehouses in Staten Island. And right now, as of updated just an hour ago, there were over 2,050 votes yes, 1,574 votes no. And I'm not clear how many are in the last box, but I would be surprised if it's enough to overcome that. Now, I imagine there's going to be some, what we see with these things is challenging to votes and this and that, but this seems to be a like a done deal. And this is a big deal. It is an independent union, Amazon labor union. Here is a brief interview with one of the organizers, done by Jordan Chariton of Status Quo. Here it is.
What does it say that you, Christian, and a couple workers been working for a year, just basically took out one of the biggest companies on earth?
It's mind-blowing. Like, Amazon is a multi-billion company, and other people will say, oh, that's impossible for regular workers to go against a major money-making corporation, but it paid off. A lot of time, dedication we put into unionizing Amazon and to helping fight for workers' rights. It's a very amazing experience, and it's life-changing, and I never knew I would get this far in my life to be a part of this wonderful moment. It's a blessing.
Thank you.
So there you have it. I mean, this is a big deal, big deal. And it's, it's apples and oranges, what's happening in Bessemer, but the Bessemer vote is also very close. It appears that they have been unable to win unionization in the Bessemer plant in Alabama. The vote happened to be coincidentally today. That is not an independent union. That is the retail wholesale department store union. They failed the first time around. There was a challenge to the votes. They're doing it again. There is enough votes being challenged right now that could make up the difference in Bessemer, but from what I'm reading, it doesn't look like that is what people anticipate will happen. We should say, just as a, programming note, I feel like we should probably have covered more of what was happening in Staten Island, and we were just sort of, frankly, we tried earlier in the week to get Christian Smalls on, but really I think we could have been a lot more helpful doing that 2 or 3 weeks ago in the run up to the vote. But we will endeavor to do better on that in the future. I think to a certain extent we had all hands on deck to do that first live show, and we were a little bit distracted, but we should have been on top of that more. So apologies on that accord. But this is big news. I mean, this is, I think what we're going to see is, frankly, we're going to see more of these organizing. The idea that they could do this in Staten Island, it's a bigger push. Again, it is Bessemer, Alabama is not exactly situated in the same way that, New York is. But this is a good sign, and it's going to be interesting to watch Amazon react to this.
I mean, it's a battle that, if we remember from back in 2020, I believe, this leaked Amazon memo details plan to smear a warehouse worker. He's not smart or articulate, and he ended up forming a union from scratch and beating Amazon.
Yes. They were going right at Christian Smalls, and he basically said, okay, I'll take that. And amazing work. just a really amazing work, and did this without, should be noted, any real support from some of the bigger, names, political names in New York. AOC apparently was scheduled to go to a rally, didn't make it. I don't know if Mondaire Jones or Jamal Bowman, these names were contacted, but apparently Bernie Sanders' office also contacted. At first, these things looked like it was going to happen, and then it didn't. Hard to know why that's the case. Some way, Bessemer got a lot more attention than what was going on in Staten Island. And the odd thing about it is, and maybe this is a good lesson, I think, too, from an organizational standpoint, the most important organizing happens between the workers and on the ground level. And high-profile publicity doesn't necessarily help. And so these guys did the work, hopefully we'll see them help with other union drives across the country.
Yeah, so
in terms of Amazon. I have a feeling that Bezos et al. Are probably going to take Christian Smalls a little more seriously now. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if saying that he's not very bright or well-spoken or whatever it was is going to help them next time. People are asking on the IM, who votes no in this situation? Look, I think there's a lot of, there is a lot of resources that are dedicated both in like a context of a company in that way and also societally resources are dedicated to alienate people from unions.
Amazon spent roughly $4.3 million on anti-union consultants in effort to fight these campaigns. And I don't know if that's specifically the RWDSU, but I assume they spent a lot on this one too.
And we should also say, apparently, one of those union busting outfits was a Democratic pollster. Not sure what the organization is, but these, they got to be shunned for this type of stuff. And we need to see, our elected, progressive leaders come out and support these things. So hopefully we'll see more of that. But that's pretty exciting news.
Yeah, one that's Global Strategy Group, which served as a polling partner for a pro-Biden super PAC ahead of the 2020 election, was working with Amazon. This is Josh Idelson, labor reporter from Bloomberg News, says New York Governor Kathy Hochul's centrist primary challenge, Tom Suozzi, just put out a statement condemning her for retaining Global Strategy Group's founder and President Jeffrey Pollack as a campaign strategist while GSG works on Amazon anti-union campaign. So
wow.
Yeah.
Getting tagged from the left, theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Well, Kathy Hochul may have some other problems too with this whole Buffalo thing, but we will see in terms of that spending all that taxpayer money. Joe Biden, meanwhile, his numbers. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. We've got a couple of words from us. Oh, I should also say this, and we've got this linked on our blog and our podcast and YouTube description. There is a rally tonight at 6 p.m. for the Astoria Boulevard Starbucks workers. It is at Astoria Boulevard, Starbucks, 3018 Astoria Boulevard. That would be in Astoria. And you can also get more info by going to Queens or emailing at queens@socialists.nyc. But if you're in the area, go down there. If you see them, honk your horn, go down there and participate in that rally. And we'll get more updates on the let's see, So there are a few dozen votes left to count. Workers at the Amazon warehouse in New York City appear to have enough votes to unionize. Final tally wasn't ready yet. Still about a 540 vote difference